The city of Chicago is its own wonderland. There are so many places that people can explore and has the finest history. But here's something interesting about this place. It wasn't always beautiful with sunshine and skyscrapers. There was a time when the city of Chicago was dark. It was because of a man named H. H. Holmes. He was the number one psycho killer in the United States, and almost all of his killings were here in Chicago during the World's Festival. H. H. Holmes was a student at the University of Michigan. He studied to become a pharmacist. In 1886, Holmes moved to Chicago, Illinois. He soon got a job at a pharmacy and took over the business, and the original owner mysteriously disappeared. Holmes raised enough money to build a 3-story building which was across from the store. Holmes called it the Castle, which had many secret passageways, fake walls, trapdoors, gas lines in almost each room, and a secret doorway to the chute leading into the basements. Some of the rooms were soundproof and connected by pipes to gas tanks in the basement. Holmes's bedroom had the controls which filled these rooms with gas. The basement was his laboratory, which he equipped with tools to be used for his dissections. He made sure his residence wasn't in the city but more tucked away from being noticed. This way, it can come off as being a friendly hotel. Holmes was very specific as to whom would stay in the castle, but he mainly went for young women around the area, along with the tourists which came to see the World's Fair in 1893. He would rent the rooms in his castle, and suddenly, people began to disappear. Once the person was checked in, Holmes would attack using the gas that would make it hard to breathe, killing them and placing them into unconsciousness using chlorophyll. The gas was toxic, which would kill them. Once they died, he would take the body down to the basement. But if he would be using chlorophyll, he would do it right in person at night, and they would be placed unconscious. He would also take bodies down into the basement for many experiments. If they screamed, that was his entertainment. Once he was done, Holmes would take all the skin off the bodies and clean the bones, selling the human skeletons to medical schools because back then it was in demand. Plus, the schools did not ask where he obtained them from. Holmes was finally caught after attempting to use another corpse in an insurance scam. On May 7, 1896, Holmes was hanged for the Pitzel murder in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Dr. Holmes' final words were, "I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer, no more than a poet can help the inspiration to sing." In the end, authorities discovered the remains of over 200 victims on Holmes's property. That's why they called him Devil in the White City.